Good afternoon, everybody. I'm at Gray's Landing, close to Paris Landing, Tennessee. Paris Landing on the other side of the river. That's my boy Toad. He just dropped me off. He helped me get on down here towards the water where I'm going to spend tonight. And tomorrow morning, sometime 10:30, 10:30, or whenever it feels right, I'm going to start heading upriver. Actually, I'm heading north, but I'm going downstream. There's about a 2 to 3 mile an hour current right now. I don't know how the wind's going to do, so let me get on down here to the campsite. Thanks for coming, everybody. Ooh, it's a blustery day, about 78 degrees, I think. Might be a cool, breezy night, huh? I know the wind's going to be rough. This is where I'm going to try to spend the night tonight. See, you got the old yak down here. I'm going to try to swing a hammock up right here by the water. With this much wind blowing, I don't think I'll have trouble with bugs, but I may not be able to do any quiet recording. You can see what the wind's doing to my hammock. It's making it a real challenge to get set up out here. The sun's kind of in and out, but the wind hasn't let up a whole lot. Feels good though. Cool breeze. I got a little bit of camp set up that I'm actually gonna set up. I don't think there's any need. I don't think there's any need for the underquilt tonight. It's supposed to be in the low 70s. So I'm not going to stretch it up. Even if I get a little cool, I think I'll be all right for one night. It's not supposed to rain tonight, but it is tomorrow, sometime around noonish, I think. We'll see how that goes. I think we've had about a 15 mile an hour wind. We're having some gusts, but actually pretty nice. It feels good. Kind of had a little issue setting up the hammock there. It kept wanting to fly away. Maybe I should use that for a sail on the kayak, huh? Got a couple of things I'm taking with me this time. I've got too much gear, I'm sure. I know I have enough food for 5 days. That's not an issue. Got all the water I can drink, so that's not an issue. The wind, I think, is really going to be the only issue I have. You can hear and kind of see back there what it's doing to the water right now. I'm going to leave out anyway. What do you think? Can make for an interesting night's sleep? I'm not even trying to put up a tarp right now. That's not going to happen. Just kind of hanging out. The wind has changed. It's come from a little bit more from the west, which it's supposed to do tomorrow. Come more southwest, which will be really nice for me. Right now, I'm just kind of enjoying the afternoon. Time to enjoy the afternoon pipe. Well, I suppose you can tell it's got a little bit darker. Just got some dark clouds headed over right now. I see clear blue sky back over there to the northwest. You can tell I've done a whole lot, isn't you? Really looking forward to this trip, and it just started raining. So let me get this camera under the dry before it gets too moist. Hard to get the old pipe lit a little bit. I don't know whether I came at the right time or the wrong time. Not sure. Oh, got some ashes off of an old fire pit here. I'm gonna try not to do a whole lot of talking on the whole thing, you know. I've only got one battery pack with me. I can probably charge this camera 3 times maybe, and the other one I got a couple of times. This is the G4. On the boat I'm going to be using the Samsung. have the little GoPro copy up there on the kayak. I hope to present a nice trip for you folks. And I'll try not to make it too awful long, I hope. Just going to try to make a few stops down the river, spend the night, maybe two. I don't know. It depends on how well I do during the day. If the wind's coming from the right direction and that sail helps me out, I'll be able to make more than what I want to in a day's time. Which right now I'm looking, I want to make 5 miles a day, which is really not much at all. If I have to fight this now, that's a different story. That may make a rough 5 mile day. But I don't think it's going to be that way. Leave a little rainstorm past it. It rained for just a few minutes. Enough I threw the tarp over the hammock. I was going to sleep tarpless tonight, but I didn't want everything to get wet. It was just enough you can feel it damp. Not too far from supper time. We've had several different kinds of weather today. Right now it's nice and sunny. Probably tipping in the low 80s. Breeze still feels pretty nice though. I don't know, probably 4:30. Had a real relaxing time. That little shower came over a while ago. I could see it coming down the river. I went ahead and put the tarp up. It's not the prettiest pitch, but it'll do for tonight. I was going to sleep without a tarp. The way those clouds keep bunching up back over there, it might get a little rain. No big concern. Just feels real good to be out here. You can see my cook set is kind of mix and match. Made a trip to the $5 store over in town and got some little cook kit. I'll have that in one of the videos. This time I chose only to bring the lid, my standard old cup, 18 ounce Ozark Trail, new can of biofuel. My other one, the wicking in it's starting to go bad. And this trip I put a little extra into, since I want to eat good while I'm out here. I bought some Mountain House, and for just me I cut them in half. So tonight I'm having half a breakfast skillet. I may have the other half in the morning. I'm not sure. Right now it's cook time because I believe it's probably 7:30. Oh, that was a mighty fine dinner. I always have like breakfast for dinner. Now I'm going to sit back, and I think I timed this just about right tonight. Look at that sunset, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a nice one. Obviously got too much wind to have a fire tonight. I hope at some point in time along the trip I'll be able to have an evening fire. It's kind of nice. Still pretty warm. High 70s anyway. Breeze does feel good. Thanks for coming along with me on this trip. I'll try not to make it too long in the video. Try not to record every moment. Kind of got a limited supply of battery, and I am going to be using 3 different cameras. Maybe it won't be too much of an editing nightmare. If I wind up having to head into this tomorrow, it's going to be kind of a hard pull for a while, ain't it? Been waiting for a while for this one. I hope the weather cooperates. We're supposed to have some rain. Would like to think maybe no more than we had today, which was a tolerable amount. If you were out on the water, it wouldn't be, there was really no scare of lightning. I didn't hear any thunder at all. me trying to go north, it makes it kind of rough. Yeah, maybe it'll be alright tomorrow. I hope the rudder setup works and helps me out a little bit. Night's sleep too. There was a blood moon last night. I missed that. Maybe it'll be a little bit of something tonight. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be a blood moon, but it'll be an early enough moon. Tomorrow I hope to be 5 miles north. What appears to be a couple of miles from me right here is a channel marker. I want to make it to the next one after that. If anybody's going to keep up, that'll be just north of Panther Creek. There's a campground at Boswell's Landing also there. I'm going to go just a little bit further north of that, try to make the first night. Weather permitting. Weather not permitting, well, we'll just see what happens, I guess. Kind of makes me lonesome to hear them old motorcycles go across the bridge here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. See a little bit of dark cloud coming in behind it over there. That's coming in from the northwest, and I hope the wind stays out of the north for a little while longer tonight. Maybe that'll blow on past. Otherwise, I'm set in with my new white tarp. You guys saw that in the last video, and there she goes. This is a brand new tarp, so if it does rain, it shouldn't get wet. I'm going to just sit here for a little while and enjoy the breeze. Let dinner go down with a good pipe. Well, boys and girls, that wind is relentless this evening. Still probably a steady 15. Got to get a little wind gauge going there. Big old black cloud sitting across the lake from me now. I got the hatches as battened down as they're going to get. Gotta watch that. We're not under a fire ban down here, but obviously there ain't no reason to build one tonight. I don't think I'm going to string a underquilt. I brought my down 40-degree bags. It's going to be only 70 degrees tonight. Now the wind's going to make a big difference. I laid up there in the hammock just a little bit ago. It's blocking quite a bit of the wind, of course. Ambient temperature on the water is going to be cooler. But I'm going to risk it tonight. I've been wanting to try while the temperature was still in the 70s, because, you know, I mean, we've had 80-degree nights so far this summer at times. And I thought could get away without an underquilt. It's going to be right there in the boat if I need it, but I don't think I will. I'll just wrap up good. Maybe the rain that they're calling for tomorrow is getting here early. It sure looks like it right across there. Back up river too. If you're where you can this evening, step out on the porch. Have a little snort with me. I've been waiting a while to do this trip, and I hope everything goes well enough. It's it's going to go one way or the other, isn't it? Appreciate you guys tuning in. I haven't been as good a YouTube subscriber here lately as I should be. Had some issues, and it's kind of put me in a little different state of mind sometimes. This trip, I think, will help. Appreciate you guys. Cheers. Wow, that's warm. Woo. Thinking about you there, Brandon. CB. You too, Johnny. You cheap things. I'm going to get off here. It ain't going to be too much longer. I'm going to stretch out. Unless something dramatic happens during the night, which I hope not. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. You can see the wind's kind of calmed down a little bit. Makes it nice. Water's a little more peaceful this morning. Low 70s. Slept pretty good last night after the wind laid down. It just wasn't going to let the tarp have a break. It was pushed all the way down to the ground several times. And it rained on and off for a while. I don't know. I went to sleep. I think I'm just going to have an energy bar this morning. That breakfast I had last night was pretty good. Stuck with me. So I'm going to eat light this morning and get everything packed up. Head that way. North. Downriver. You guys that are not familiar, Kentucky Lake and the Tennessee River are one and the same here. A long time ago, a lot of this was farmland. Now it makes a nice little recreation area. Good morning, sprinkle. Here we are. I'm going to have a little bite and keep backing up. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what time it is with the sun not being out. And you can kind of see there, got everything packed up, almost. I think I'm going to try to head out while the water's still fairly calm. Such a nice morning out here, even though there is no sunshine. Water's pretty calm. Maybe a light mist in the air. Nothing too major. But I think it's about time to get the boat in the water and head north. Come along with me. Yeah, my lens got a little bit dirty there. Seems like I've been paddling for about an hour. You can tell I'm making headway, that's for sure. I don't know if you can see the bridge back there behind me or not. Kind of see what the wind's doing there. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good out here. I've seen 4 eagles. Could not get the camera up soon enough. And I got to paddle for a minute. I don't know whether you can see him over there moving around or not. I'm trying to get him center screen. It's hard to do. I got a coyote standing over there watching me. We'll be over there at him in just a minute. So far it's been a nice day. The coyote is looking for his tracks over here. I ain't seen him. It's probably up in the rocks over there. I believe Fort Henry is right back up that way. And you can kind of see Piney right back over there. Piney Campground. Let me get me a little snack and get the map. See where we're at. Excuse the crunching. Having some granola. Here's where I spent the night last night. Boswell Landing. Left there some 7:30. And I'm not sure exactly what time it is right now. But we are right there. That's this little spit that I'm standing on here. I had kind of tentatively planned, let's do it this way, let's drive for it, Panther Creek. I'm either going to stay right there at the point, which is not all that much farther, about less than half the distance I've already came. If I make there in decent time to just across from Boswell's Landing, I may go to right here. That's one of the spots. There's a channel marker out here. One of my very first videos was done from that spot. Just gonna play it by ear. It's like 10 o'clock. That was a nice little break. Got out a little wrist protection. What do you say we get back on the boat and get out of here? Let's do that. Well, I haven't recorded in a little while. I left my spot down there. The wind died down a little bit. The wave action was still about the same. 18, 20 inches. The wind was what was making it crazy. You can see right down here, that's the boat ramp at Boswell's Landing. So pretty much I made my first day. You won't be able to see it, and I'm not going to zoom in, but yeah, right up there is where I'd have liked to have been today. That's right at the 5.5 mile mark. So I think I'm a little between 4.5 and 5 miles for today. I love it. The old yak done well. Got no complaints at all. I just about got swamped there pulling up. I could have gone around the end over there, I think, and come back into the little lagoon. But I chose to do it the hard way, obviously. I think I'm going to string up right over here somewhere. I haven't exactly decided where yet. Some nice little spots. Obviously somebody has camped here before. Had a couple of cookouts. People prints everywhere. And I don't usually see these everywhere we go. It's old honey locust. Haven't gotten any seed pods off of them yet. See if they taste like honey or not. If the wind dies down, I might have fire. I don't know. Right now, let me decide where I'm going to camp. Okay, that's enough for standing around the rain. It actually quit raining. I've got one more new piece of gear that I've got to break out right now. I only provided myself with a liter of water and a 16-ounce bottle of green tea. I have enough concentrate green tea. Thanks, Kenny. Ugly tent, bushcraft. I made up, well, I didn't. Donna made me up some concentrate, so I've got enough to make me some green tea for the rest of the week, I hope. Right now, I need water. So I'm going to break out the Sawyer Squeeze. First time use, I've already done the thing at the house. I got to have some water. Not only for me, but to cook with. Well, that last little rain shower sent me over here under the tree, and I got my poncho out. It poured down for a few minutes. Felt good though. I'm still kind of wet. This is one of the reasons I wanted to pull in every day. Noon, 2 o'clock. I don't want to be in any rush. And 5 miles a day is plenty. Today, maybe 4.5. I'll show you guys on the map where I am here in just a little while. I'm not getting in any hurry to swing up the hammock. But I got to get up the tarp first. The wind, I'm hoping, is going to lay down on the backside of this rain. So far it has a little bit. You can kind of see the trees behind me are not shaking like they have been all day. It was a good paddle. A rough paddle. That work the arms out for sure. Something I needed very much. I went ahead while I was doing there, partly in the rain, went ahead and got me a liter. This is full of good water, and I made me up another bottle of tea. Cheers. Hey, it's filtered water. Tastes good. Fresh out of Kentucky Lake. Take a little break, break out the pipe, and just sit here for a little while and look at this view. As you can see, the wind's making a little bit of a challenge to have an afternoon smoke. At 15 mile an hour, better than an hour now, just almost steady. You can see what it's doing here. It broke long enough a while ago. Yeah, got the feet hanging out. Broke long enough a while ago to get the tarp up and secure. Didn't try to bring it down really tight, just let it kind of flop a little bit. Hope it calms down. But the weather being like this, there wasn't no way I could go much further today. I could have made it over to that point over there. I had seen this place before, coming down here with a friend of mine fishing, putting in the boat over there at Boswell. And I kind of thought it was a nice level spot back here. I saw it when the water was low. And when the water's low, the little sandbar out there, I'll show you guys later, this whole little pond back here becomes separated. Just looked like it might be a good place to camp. So I came in here, could always double back and hit the campground. As I come by there, I saw empty campsites, and there weren't, maybe a dozen people in there. It was relatively quiet. I hope the wind's not messing everything up. Just been hanging out. Feels good. I must say it's, you know, not hardly 80 degrees. This wind blowing like this is awful nice. Just gonna hang out here, have a little dinner after a while. I think I might have to build some sort of windbreak so I can heat up some water. Beautiful afternoon. You guys see that fish out there? It washed up a little while ago. Looked like it died on the hook this morning. I've been seeing a lot of little shadows come around. And there was one made a low pass just a second ago. Let's see if we can't catch him on video picking that fish up. I'm getting kind of hungry. Thought it was time to eat. We have chili mac on the menu tonight. Do kind of a little windscreen thing here. I don't think I'm going to have to do any more. I get the lighter to stay lit down in there. I'm going to get some water to boil in. I'm hungry. Just about sunset. Animals start moving in. Be a nice moon tonight. What a really good day, folks. That was a good dinner too. Been a little while. Just kind of been hanging out, filtered me up some more water. Watching the birds fly around. Several eagles today. Oh, by the way, Mountain House chili mac with beef. Thumbs up. That was really good. I cut the portion in half, and it was just about right for me for dinner. Well, the trip wasn't hardly planned for anybody but me to begin with. That was 2 years ago. And when I met up with Loy, he showed interest in making the trip. We made arrangements to meet down here. We were supposed to meet at Gray's Landing. Well, my telephone messed up for a couple of days. Our communication got all crooked. And lo and behold, I don't know whether you can see him yet or not, he's paddling out of the sunset. I looked down the bank a little while ago and there he comes. I'm glad to have the gentleman along with me. Definitely am. And he got here just in time for a nice sunset again tonight, didn't he? He's going to paddle on over to camp. I'm going to go over there and meet him. And I'm going to let this camera run for a few minutes and watch this beautiful sunset. We'll get back to you over here at camp when we're getting things together. Ooh. These tennis shoes and this kind of stuff kills me because I'm so used to wearing boots. Something with a good sole and some ankle support. Well, I ain't got ankle support walking on all them rocks I made mention on camera earlier today. If I'm going to have one problem out here, that's probably what it's going to be. It's because everywhere we stop, it's going to be odd-sized rock everywhere. Wobbling my feet around.
Yeah, and my feet's so tender, I need a little protection.
I do too. I do too. Well, we're trying to get organized a little bit here. You got him a little bite to eat. I think you guys all know Lloyd.
From the last one.
Yeah. From up at Birmingham Ferry.
Yeah. We met up there at Fishman's Lake.
Fish Pond Lake.
Fish Pond Lake.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Found out we was playing in each other's back door, decided we'd just get together and
do some camping, some kayaking, this time kayaking for sure, and camping. We'll do you a little shot on his, whatever, tell everybody what you got, what you hanging in tonight.
That's the war bonnet, Blackbird XLT, I think they call it, the bigger one, with the nerd heart, the Superfly.
Superfly.
Has the doors that comes down in the winter. And then it has the zip off bug net in the winter and zip the top on it to make it like a cocoon.
I bet that does help, doesn't it?
It does. I say about 15 degrees difference. I believe every bit of that.
Oh, that's the one that's got the net. Has it got a little piece of net up towards your face, condensation purposes?
It may. I don't know for sure about that.
I know it's a nice setup.
Yes, it is. And he probably has fixed them more since I've had that.
Yeah, guys, it looks like he's always done a nice job with this stuff.
Yeah, I really like that one, and I have his bridge hammock also. And I like it for a day. I usually have it strung up somewhere when I'm day camping or camping at a campsite somewhere. And if I want to take a little nap in the day or something, I'll have it ready and handy.
Cool. Yeah, it is nice to have one. I got one of the Adventure Ridge $15 9 by 5, 9 foot by 5 foot. Come with two 8-foot straps. Got 10 loops apiece on them. They're cheap, but they're all right. You know, it hangs well. I've laid in it several times, and it's nice to throw in the kayak. About that big, like about the soccer ball maybe. Straps and all. Pretty good.
I really like the Dutch buckle and the straps. These are lighter straps, and they're pretty long.
Yeah.
So I can choose my trees pretty easy because I have a lot to choose from.
Right.
In my distance, and they're super easy to put up.
I've gotten awful used to these Atlas straps.
Yes, I've got some of those, and I have the whoopee slings. And they're actually probably a little bit lighter than these, but I prefer these myself because hanging in places sometimes where somebody may come by that would be worried about maybe the trees or something.
Right.
And it just, the other strap just was a little on the tree. These are wider. So
I know there are parks where they don't let you hang hammocks.
that's true. So.
Not so much around here in LBL, folks. As long as you kind of we take care of things. You can obviously see at just about everywhere we go camping, people don't take care of things. You just have to deal with it, you know. I've tried not to show a whole lot of the trash. There's quite a bit laying around here. But this little cove we're at tonight, in a storm situation, probably 9 times out of 10, this is going to be the downwind spot. So this little corner accumulates. You can tell by all the fallen trees around here, they're all fell in the same direction. So this way gets the wind. And I don't think we're going to get no more rain tonight. And not supposed to get any tomorrow. That's a good thing. Make a few miles tomorrow.
So I missed you on the takeoff, but I overtook you, found you.
Yeah, he did. You believe that, folks? We had talked about a couple of different places to stop. And this was kind of a tentative destination. I actually wanted to stop on the other side of the bay, where it's a little more private. There is a campground right over our shoulder, 200 yards through the woods right over there. But there wasn't too many people, I don't think, in the campground, was there?
There's probably 6 or 8.
6 or 8? Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But he come and found me, believe it or not. As I come in there earlier today, I passed a young lady fishing on the dock. Her name Rosemary.
I didn't get one.
I think her name was Rosemary. Excuse me if you watch this, if I get it wrong, pardon me. But he ran into her up there, and she saw me come by earlier today. We walked down the beach line there, and lo and behold, here I am, parked my arse here in the corner.
She was the first one when I pulled in the campground. She come walking up. I rolled my window down. Have you seen a guy with a funny little hat and a kayak? I seen him.
I can't even hide on Kentucky Lake.
First woman knew exactly who you was.
Well, there was a fellow around on the far side of the campground over there, sitting looking out over the lake this morning, and I waved at him, so he might have known I was headed this way anyway. A couple of folks down at Piney Campground were alive and kicking when I come by there this morning. I couldn't stay at Piney. That's you just right on top of everybody and look like too many generators. You know.
Piney and Hillman probably are the most visited camp spots on the lake. Probably.
Well, I'm going to take a little shot tonight.
Did you get a new bag?
This is a new bag. And it's a little bit hotter, but it's a little bit smoother in the long run, and it's 160 proof. This came right off the top of the run. This didn't go nowhere, no blending, no nothing like that. It's just right out the end of the pipe, so to speak. So here's to good friends, everybody. So this one finding me today, which is good, and being able to make the trip with me. It's just fantastic to have somebody else out here in the woods with you. So cheers, everybody. Cheers, brother. That's not so much apple. Take a little, not a drink. No, I know you're not a drink. Just a little sniff. I know you're not a drinking man.
It smells like papaws.
Does it smell like papaws?
Yeah.
I take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
I take that as a compliment. Yeah. Would boil a little bit in the fire, but we decided not to. The wind finally did calm down. Man, it was a mess all day today. You guys have already seen that from me recording earlier. My tarp has been in a state of flux all day. But I believe we're going to have a calm evening. Let's hope we have a calm day tomorrow so we can make some easy miles by noonish, 1ish, 2ish maybe. I had planned on stopping just about every day by at least 2 o'clock and have plenty of time to look around, set up, no hurry, no worry, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming along, folks. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. See the little fleet sitting there next to the lake, which is rising this morning. We got some foam coming in, and you guys might remember the old fish laying out there from yesterday. Yeah, he's gone. 'Cause we had critters in camp last night, didn't we, Loy?
We did.
He's the first one to get attacked. Here's a little coon coming up trying to get in his bag there. And when I shined the light on him, he didn't have but one headlight on. Didn't look like his left eye was poked out or nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't there. It just didn't have no left eye. Yeah. Well, I don't know about him, but I slept pretty good once I got to sleep. And then I went back to sleep again, and they come back and woke me up again. This time they eating on my bag. I guess where I touched it cooking last night. We're gonna have a bit of breakfast, pack up a little bit, and head yonder way in just a little while. Maybe we won't have so much wave action and wind as I had yesterday. I hope not. It took a few minutes. We got everything squared away. The place looks a little bit better than I found it. Water's coming up. Not very fast, but it is coming up. Came up from last night. Lori got all his stuff battened down. I got stowed. Doesn't look like we're going to have the conditions we had yesterday. Looks like it's going to be a little bit milder. Let's hope so anyway. We're going to get in the water, folks. Come with us. Well, I haven't done much recording here. You can obviously see we're out on the water. We came a little ways, I could say maybe a mile and a half or so. That channel marker right there was in one of my first videos. There's an osprey nest on top of it. And I was telling Lloyd we camped right there on that point where the old herring just flew by. Really nice camp spot, really nice. You can actually get a vehicle out on that rock bar. I wouldn't suggest you do it with anything but four-wheel drive, but kind of nice. We're gonna paddle on up this way just a little bit further and maybe stop and stretch a leg. I know you guys can't see it, and if I zoom in, it's just gonna get nasty looking, but right up there in the middle is the bridge for 6880. And we're kind of figuring we're 12 miles away, give or take. We'll do a little more figuring when we find a place to stop for the night, which will probably be in another couple of hours. Just hanging out, baby. Yeah, here we are, just about noon time again. You can see the winds coming up, got the water confused. We're gonna head to this little stretch of beach over here, take a break. We might accidentally camp there. Hang with us. Oh, rock formation's pretty wild, isn't it? Being washed on for quite a few years. We'll go right over here where Loy's headed. And we're gonna stand out on the beach for a minute and stretch our legs. Mighty pretty little spot back here. Another one of those places that has no name on the map. Loy went on ahead up there to see if he could find a spot, and I'm just kind of taking a break for a minute. It is noontime, which means we've been paddling for about 4 hours, and I think we have gone further than we really needed to today. So we did good. We'll get down here and find us a campsite. A campsite. That's the other thing. Getting dry. Need water. Yeah, we come back in this little bay, and Loy come back around here and found us a decent clean spot to camp. I'll get back to you when we get set up. Well, you know about that, I can light my pipe this afternoon. You're looking at home for tonight. We're just a little bit shy of Clay Bay. We're still in about the 5.5 mile mark for today. Turned out pretty good. Let me give you a little quick look around where we are here. Not too bad a spot to spend the night. We're probably a little more than a quarter of a mile off main channel. It's hard to believe there's still 15-mile-an-hour winds out there, and the water you've seen us going through has probably gotten a little bit worse. Seems to be the trend. Today it was just a little bit later coming on. We were actually right at noon. Yesterday it started on me about 10 o'clock. But it's going on 2. And I'm getting ready to stretch up kind of right here where I'm sitting right now. I can't make the voyage all the way back up there. Let's throw the bifocals on it. Yeah, right up in there. Brother Loy's up there. He found him a nice spot. He worked pretty hard yesterday and then come and found me. He's a tired man today, so we're letting him nap this afternoon. Oh, I hear him rattling paper. Must have got hungry again. He fixed us some chicken and rice. Hit the spot, boys, I'm telling you. Hit the spot. Well, let me get busy pitching my stuff up. And hear that? That's what we're looking for. I was trying to enjoy a peaceful afternoon. Look at this. He had to get up. Why don't you real quick give a recap of last night and the critters we encountered? We had a bit of a night, folks.
Yeah, and got here, got out. Within 10 foot of the bank, we found persimmons and hickory nuts, and coyote tracks fresh, deer tracks fresh, and coon tracks fresh, all within 10 feet of the bank. This place is loaded.
Well, there is fresh water coming out of the ground right there underneath the kayaks where we're parked. Somewhere up in here there's a spring.
That'd be a good place to resupply then. Filtered out.
I'm going to rig some of that scum back out. Well, I say scum, pollen. And right now we have got cottonwoods dropping stuff too. That may be what's got my nose all messed up. Cottonwoods. I was breathing a bunch of them down at Gray's Landing. They was coming in pretty good.
You know, I noticed when we was coming in, it kind of shocked me how cold that water was.
It got cooler, didn't it?
That must be from that spring then.
You reckon back over there where you went in the back, there's spring back there too. That was all mushy and stuff. There's probably a spring back there.
Well, when I stepped out of my kayak there, I was like, that's one of the first things I thought, this water's cold. Pretty cool for here, you know, maybe a lot colder than the lake.
Set our water jugs in it. Yeah, I'm gonna filter out some here in a little bit. Now, I hope we have a good night. It's gonna be quiet down here, I got a feeling, because it doesn't look like there's been people down here in a little while. A lot of this stuff, you guys will see some trash back up in the woods over there. A lot of that stuff is wash up. The water at time, right now, what did I say yesterday, 359. And at times the water gets up here, the high is 372. And that would have put the water probably about 5 feet over my head, right where I'm sitting here. So you get a lot of wash way back up in there. Y'all stick around and see what happens this afternoon. Boy, it's a bit wore out.
Yeah, boy.
7 o'clock. He's about ready to hit it, and I won't be much more than hiker's midnight. About 9, I might make it till 9 o'clock. We're taking precautions tonight for the animals because we do have tracks everywhere and fresh tracks everywhere. So we might be expecting company. I do like this setup, man. I definitely like your setup. It's quick, easy, and it looks extremely comfortable. Is that 11 foot?
Yeah.
That's the 11-foot one? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, I'm going to walk back down the hill and leave you alone. I'll see you in the morning.
Well, if you hear a jug going off tonight,
Oh, yeah.
up, you come up and take care of the critters that's after my stuff.
I'll shine the flashlight while you chase him through the woods. I'll see you in the morning, brother. Let's walk back down the hill for a little while. Well, guys, I'm just going to hang out for a while, and yep, that's my setup for tonight. I got the 40-degree down bag in there with me. It's going to be mid-70s tonight. We're back in this cove. And basically, there's just a nice little breeze. I can see the ripples on the water still out there coming in off the main channel. But we've been out of the wind all day. That's been sweet to me. I'm just going to hang out for a while, I think. Really enjoy this peace and quiet. Well, everybody, I've just been sitting here really enjoying the peace and quiet. Just what you hear is what I've been listening to for the last 2 hours. It's about 9 o'clock. Got some coyote bark right over here on the other side of the bay. Well, actually a couple of them. I couldn't get to the camera because I'm sitting behind the mosquito net. Now, they're not swarming. They're not bad. I haven't been bitten anywhere but on the hand again tonight. I don't know what they got for my hands. I guess maybe they taste good. Just a little while ago, we had a deer come down out of the woods over there, right up behind where Loy's camping, and snorted and took off. Couldn't get the camera for that one either. That happened just way too quick. I don't know whether I'm messing up by not going with the underquilt tonight. Maybe not. Boy, this sounds so good. It's hard to quit listening to it. Hope you guys enjoyed today. I did. I haven't slept in a hammock either without a tarp. This is new. I kind of like to look up at the sky. It should be fairly clear tonight. We're coming up on a full moon. So it's going to be fairly bright here for a little bit. Check this out. Oh, not so bright, is it? Yeah, it's brighter out here than it looks on the camera for sure. Your kayak's performing well. On time for distance. Doing good. Hope to make about 6 miles tomorrow. Gonna shoot for Jones's Creek. Jones Creek, not Jones's. Jones Creek. About 6 miles. About 6 miles. Loy's doing well. I think tomorrow he'll probably use that mirage drive a little bit. Those arms are kind of tired tonight. And I have to say mine were too. Going to try to get a little bit earlier start in the morning. I'd like to see us out of here by about 7. If it holds true for the last 2 days, the wind's backed off about an hour. If it'll back off another hour tomorrow, that'll give us a easy 6 miles. And a real good place to camp. Do you hear that? Will you go on? I'm not gonna try to grab the camera and grab. I got a coon right back over there on the creek bank. Yeah, well, part of the deal. Part of the deal. It's been pretty comfortable here. Yeah, pretty comfortable altogether. I don't know what else to say about the trip. You know, I've been looking forward to it, and now that I'm into it, feels pretty good. It really does. You know, I was gonna go solo there for a while, but Lloyd was able to track me down at Kentucky Lake, if you guys can believe that. We had talked about different spots to make for the first day, and Boswell's Landing. You know, that was first day trial. I think I'm just gonna call that one Camp Boswell. First night at Gray's Landing, that went pretty good for me. I actually slept well in all that wind. The little cypress over there that you guys saw earlier, I'm gonna call this Camp Cypress Knee. There's a bunch of them right over there. You saw that earlier when I came in. Coyotes. Sounds like they stirred up an old herring over there. Oh, what a nice night, folks. What a nice night. I believe I'll have a little snort. I kind of got in here and got me a little bath. Use the wipes. Kind of clean up. Didn't get too bad today. I think there we go there. I think the footage will come out pretty good on the little camera on the kayak there. The wakes we were seeing, or the waves we were seeing, were not boat wake. They were just the actual waves coming across the water. Let me set my pipe out here so I don't spill it. And then have to sleep with a rack full of tobacco. It was actually kind of fun. It was rather tiring, but still, all in all, a really good day, and a good day yesterday. Looking forward to a nice Wednesday. Appreciate you guys coming along, and I hope you're sitting here in the dark with me. I thank all my subscribers. I just went by 750 the other day. I had an email malfunction of some sort, along with my phone being messed up and causing confusion between me and Loy. It also messed up my internet. So I had problems with emails, and I have got over 300 emails to look at when I get home. By this time, I'll have already answered the ones I need to, I hope. Here's to you folks. If you can, step out on the porch and take a little snort. We don't got a porch. We just all front porch tonight. Or as Angela says, welcome to my living room. Cheers, everybody. No fire tonight either. It's too warm. I knew he was going to crash, and I may crash any time myself. Don't know. Hard to say. If the critters will be quiet tonight, it'd be all right. Got the camera close by. Oh, if I can get to it in time. Talk to you guys in the morning.